Look at the picture. See the skull. Visible Frankenstein controls. The Brain Thoughts broadcasting radio. The Frankenstein earphone radio. The latest new skull reforming to contain all Frankenstein controls.
Today's episode of Frankenstein Control is brought to you by Shaun White's Cookie Dough Ice Cream.
Oh, Shaun White. Is that what he's doing now?
Yes. He was a snowboarding champion for all them years. He was the Tony Hawk of the slopes, and now he's hanging out with the dopes, making ice cream for you. You can go down to the store, you get a fresh old flavor. He's got red hair flavored. He's got red hair in the flavor. He's got red hair ice cream.
Does he have Cheam Crease?
He has Cheam Crease flavored red hair in his ice cream, and I just wanted to mention that he has red hair. He's the Carrot Top of snowboarding, and he's coming on down to make you some cream.
Shaun White was, over the weekend we went to our storage unit to get some shit out. Now that
Shaun White was living next door in the unit next to you?
He was, but more on that in a bit. We got a bunch of stuff out of there, and we got, some of the stuff we got was Lyssa's old yearbooks, and we were looking through them for fun when she was a wee lass in high school and such. And even though I'm like 2.5 years older than her, in all years of school, from elementary school to her high school, the fashion was just the same as all the kids. Like, a couple of years it wasn't enough to change fashion, so she had all the same kinds of kids as far as what they wore in her classes as I did. And Shaun White was a very specific look that a lot of guys had, with like the polo shirt, the puka necklaces, and then the hair like that. And the generally extreme sports, but probably didn't actually do it. Shaun White actually did it. I'm not saying that, but like the guy in your class,
allegedly,
the guy in your class who looked like that didn't do it.
Yeah,
and there was just a ton of kids who looked like that Shaun White look with the poofy hair and that whole sensibility.
And that's just what you did back in the olden days of school. You just dressed like the Abercrombie and Fitchman. You dressed like the Jonathan White. You dressed like the Tobert Hawk.
You dressed like the Hot Topic, if you were B-Rye.
You wore fucker pants.
I did not wear fucker pants.
Have we ever talked about what fucker pants are on this show?
I don't think we have.
Well, then we'll reveal right after this. Welcome to Fucker Pants Control. I'm your host, Billy Joe Armstrong, lead singer of Green Day, and I also made up my name. To my right is System of a Down. Wake up! Wake up! And in front of me, as always, is B.
I was going to say Jared Way, but nah, I'm sure.
What's a Jared Way?
That's the My Chemical Romance man.
Oh, okay.
It's My Chemical Romance man.
And now for the big reveal.
Oh, right.
Fucker pants.
So fucker pants are privately in our lexicon enough that like people who know us have probably heard us use the term, but we've never I've never gone so far as to establish a formative definition of them. Fucker pants are what we in high school referred to the Hot Topic pants that were like the super wide leg JNCO jeans and the
trip pants.
The trip pants. The they had the wide leg of the JNCO jean that Oliver Tree has recently made ironically popular again.
Oliver Tree?
I mentioned him a couple episodes back. He's a funny musician who does a 90s character. He's like relatively our age, and he does like a 90s character as his performance persona.
Oh, okay.
And he wears like the pink windbreaker and the giant fucking JNCO jeans, and he has a bowl cut. And it's
okay, yeah, that's right. I remember our talk about bowl cuts.
It's funny.
I remember that.
But yeah, they were the trip pants, and they had all the chains and straps and shit hanging between the extremely wide leg pants.
Yeah.
And the reason the term fucker pants came around was because we had a guy, and by we I mean me, FBM, and our good buddy Josh of Josh's fame. In our math class with our hilarious math teacher, Mr. Haas.
Guy?
And who had a New York accent, and he'd call you Guy. And we had this guy named Chucky. And Chucky had like the spiked like gel hair.
Oh, man.
Chucky looked like someone trying to draw the oldest brother from Malcolm in the Middle by memory. But also gave him fucker pants.
Yeah.
And he wore those, and we called them fucker pants because we thought that guy was an annoying fucker, and it was the only person we associated those pants with. So that's why we called them that. And he would just like... It honestly sounded like if you ever watch like medieval fantasy stuff and some guy in plate mail walks in and you hear that fucking rattling clank when he moves. It sounded like that when he came in the room and sat down. It's because of all the like 5,000 pounds of chains hanging off the back of his pants.
Yeah,
and they would get caught on the chairs sometimes. And
he thought he was Lulu from FF10.
Yep, and one time he scratched "The World is a Vampire" into his desk.
That's where you got that.
Well, I mean, it's a line from the Smashing Pumpkins, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Because like I know Josh says that a lot.
Yeah,
like,
it's
to
because,
make fun of people.
Yeah, it's because he thought, first off, the song that's from was not new when we were in high school. That was an early childhood Smashing Pumpkins thing.
Yeah.
That's the one. The world is a vampire. Meanwhile, I, Billy Corgan, merely resemble one. Gonna go on Alex Jones.
Oh God.
Talk about the chemtrails. Yeah, can't tell me they're not up to something.
Oh my God.
Have you heard about this Q? Sorry, I'm going too far. We're gonna reel it back in.
Yeah.
The Q stands for Queen and Maynard James.
Sure. But yeah, we called them fucker pants because of that. I had something else. Yeah, he scratched "The World is a Vampire" into his desk. He always was just like fucking filled with rage. And he insisted on being called Chucky, and Mr. Haas knew this, and we'd be like, "How's it going there, Chuck?" He's like, it's Chucky. Here's your quiz there, Chuck. Guy, you gotta get those grades up there.
You know, to him, the world really is a vampire.
And the only thing we could think of was he scratched "The World as a Vampire." He probably just had that song stuck in his head, but it seemed like such an emo, petulant thing to do. Like, what's a vampire?
Well, you know what they say when you wear fucker pants. Everything is a vampire. That's the old turn phrase.
Yeah, I didn't wear fucker pants. I just wore hand socks.
Be right. But you gotta be perfectly honest with me. You gotta be candid with me, dude.
All right.
You gotta be completely candid with me. I have you hooked up to a polygraph test, so I'll know if you're fucking lying.
Sure.
Did you or did you not ever steal Chucky's pants and then have a sack race with Josh?
No, we
like
did.
One of you in each pant leg. One of you in each pant leg, and you were just kind of like wiggle wormed.
That would have been really funny. But there would have been no way for us to obtain them because he was not in either of our gym classes, and that all would have also required us to be around him while he was wearing no pants, and that would not have been worth the humor and the inherent to the situation. That would be a negative net of funnies because we would have had to see his misshapen dong.
Oh God, yeah. What if his dong has it tattooed onto his dong? It's just "The world is a vampire."
That'd be funny. That's a dude who had a Prince Albert piercing. I can tell you that right now.
What if he had like a dick tattoo where it was just like horizontal stripes, and then when he gets an erection, it looks like the sandworm from Beetlejuice.
I also like. I kind of want to call myself out on a little bit of bullshit here.
You got that tattoo, don't you?
No, like. We had nothing against Chucky. We had no valid reason at all to he was not mean to us. We barely interacted with him. Mm-hmm. We have no valid cause whatsoever to mock his appearance or mannerisms. And we were being shitty when we did.
Yeah.
But, and he's probably an okay guy, but he seemed angry at nothing. And even though we were also angry at nothing, we didn't behave the way he did about it.
You didn't scratch "The world as a vampire" into a place.
No, and so we mocked him behind his back exclusively. We were not outright bullies, but there was something else I was going to say about Chucky and his pants and something. So, I don't remember.
Where he wore
I'm just imagining the Rugrats.
I was just about to
Chucky
say, I was
growing
just
up.
making a joke. His other pair of pants is green with like lime green triangles on it, and they make sounds whenever he walks.
Let me Google what he looked like in the All Grown Up.
All I'm imagining is fucking Chucky Finster in All Grown Up, where he looks
It's
like...
just, I remember his head's like the same exact
Yeah.
design, just on a teenager body.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I think he had like different glasses or something.
Yeah, he got those...
He got LASIK.
He got LASIK.
No, Chucky and All Grown Up still
Chucky, your corneas are too thin. You can't get LASIK. You need to stick to glasses.
I'm gonna get PRK, Dad.
No, you can't get PRK. Do you know what happens when you get that? You know what happens when you get that, Chucky?
It hurts.
You get eyeball cancer.
You do not get eyeball cancer.
I
from
read it on.
PRK.
I read it when I heard it when Maynard James Keenan was on Alex Jones. He told me that
James
PRK
Keenan didn't
is
go on
really
Alex
good.
Jones. I hope to God Maynard didn't go on Alex Jones. That'd be a significant low bar for him.
B-Rye, would you or would you not watch the classic Nicktoons series Maynard James Keenan and Kel with me?
Absolutely, I would love to watch that.
Here it goes.
There's a lot more like creepy clay animated characters in this episode of Kenan and Kel. There's a wire framed man coming out of a hole in the wall that looks like a vagina, while some just devastating bass guitar plays. This is
and then a big old voice goes, "Fighting Polygon Team!"
Yeah.
Because you said wireframe men.
Okay.
It made me think of the Fighting
Okay.
Polygon Team. And
I was about to say, like, I thought we had a train of thought, but clearly it's been lost.
no, it's Super Smash.
Yeah.
In classic Super Smash Brothers, where if you beat all 32 members of Fighting Polygon Team on Ultra Hard mode, you unlock Sonic the Hedgehog and Tails. Mm-hmm. That's true. I saw it in Game Informer. When I was
I'm not sure if he's bullshitting us or not.
I saw it in PS Magazine.
I can't believe Sephiroth is in Smash.
Isn't it great?
What the fuck?
Dude, I love the more crazy shit they put in that game, the better.
Oh no,
I
I love it. It's just one of those things where like, I wouldn't believe myself.
Yeah,
if I
if
told
you sent yourself a Steins Gate message from the future into the past, your past self would never believe you that Sephiroth is in Super Smash Brothers.
I meant to make
and
this
Minecraft Steve, and then you'd be like, "What's Minecraft?"
because it hadn't been
Well, past you,
Well, how past are we going?
so past that
'Cause,
Minecraft isn't invented yet.
I was into Minecraft really early, and
You were playing Minecraft when it was
before it was cool.
when it was Christmas night.
Yes.
And then Notch came down your chimney and screamed at you because he's a transphobe and they're scared of them.
I found out
goes,
about Is Notch a transphobe?
Yeah.
Oh man.
He actually got removed from like the credits of his own game because he was being so shitty on Twitter.
God damn it.
So now canonically Miku Hatsune made Minecraft.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I approve that decision.
That's really funny.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that? Is that like on the Wikipedia page or something?
No, it's just kind of the running gag with a lot of people is that Miku Hatsune made
he
it.
tries to erase the trans, and so instead they erase him with Miku Hatsune,
And
a
also
false
Miku Hatsune's
person who
trans.
doesn't exist.
No, she's real.
Oh, okay.
She lives on in my heart.
She lives on in Domino's Pizza commercials.
Have you heard of Hatsune Miku?
Play the clip.
Hello, everyone. I'm Scott, president of Domino's Pizza. Have you heard of Hatsune Miku?
There it is.
Oh god. I have been trying
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Love this ad so much.
I've been trying like hell to find that Papa John's video again, but I can't find it.
What the fuck are you talking about?
That thing that Travis played.
What are you talking about?
A while back, one of our friends, listener of the show, played a thing, and it was either you or him. I don't remember which one of you it was. played a thing in our Discord server, and it was this video of a Papa John's commercial that had been overdubbed by somebody else. And it took you a minute to realize that it's like the person is making noises that are gibberish noises, but they sound like actual dialogue from a commercial.
How did I miss this?
And
this sounds great.
It sounds it takes forever before you realize it's not saying actual words because the cadence is so correct that you you automatically tune commercials out that you don't realize that it's actually a thing. And then the logo comes up at the end, like the timbre of the voice goes like rapidly into the shrieking, so you know that something's up. And then it shows the logo and it just says Papa Jaws, and the voice goes Papa Jaws, and it sounds it's just
I
great.
still don't know this video, but it explains what. It explains a certain avatar that I've been seeing in our Discord chat.
Oh, okay.
And searching for like any combination of like dubbed Papa John's commercial, fake Papa John's commercial, anything like that does not yield me the actual video.
Yeah,
so
it's probably just a
know
bunch of
what
unfunny garbage, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to YouTube.
The fuck was I gonna say?
That'd be great if you searched up like unfunny Papa John's commercial, and then the first result was
that one?
every Frankenstein Control episode.
This joke would have been a lot better to talk about when I was making a bunch of Elon Musk jokes last episode.
Bring out the Elon mustard. Let's dish.
I wanted to say this then; it would have been much better to have said it then. But I wanted to say that Elon Musk actually is. You always think he thinks he's very galaxy brain, but he's actually just a dude. Well, it turns out he actually was galaxy brain enough to invent time travel as a young child. He traveled forward to the early 2020s.
Oh my god, and he found out Sephiroth was in Smash Brothers.
He found out that, and he thought it was cool. He also noticed that everyone was afraid to go outside for some reason. And then he saw an episode of Goblin Slayer and thought that was why. And that is where his crippling fear of the green ones stems from.
This whole time, he was just trying to let us of Earth escape the Goblin Crusade that was about to occur.
He wants us to slip the surly bonds of goblins and be an interplanetary species.
Your soul is bound by gravity and goblins. That's from Gundam, but also from goblins. You ever played a game called Super Ghosts and Goblins?
Yeah, I remember that game. And
or was it Super Ghouls and Ghosts?
It varied. Or I don't
Ghouls
remember.
and Goblins, Ghosts, and Drives In and Dives.
Dude,
rolling out.
You fucking know that if Guy Fieri's show came out in the 90s instead of in the 2000s or whatever, he'd have a fucking SNES video game where he's a horrible sprite and he's like bit crushed, like and like you fucking go through this environment with like the frosted tippy boy, and he takes up half the screen because the mode 7 can't fit all the pixels required for his gigantic bodice. And to fit all the details of the flame pattern on his bowling shirt, and he has to go through level after level where it's basically Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, except instead of like Michael Jackson's greatest hits playing as the music in MIDI form, instead it's just it's the national anthem, just played over and over on loop, in burp sound fonts. And you have to go through each and every level. Each level is a giant macro view of food, and it's fucking disgusting. It's goddamn disgusting. Every fucking level. All the food is just very greasy. It's very shiny. It's got the sheen to it. It's kind of like Donkey Kong Country, where they get the CG renders that they just trace over it.
Yeah.
In the pixel art, and so it looks really realistic and fucking weird.
This is way too specific not to have been a dream he's had.
I rented a lot of weird games when I was a child.
Yeah.
I was
like
in that.
You do.
I was in that perfect. I'm the perfect level of old fuck that I remember going to the Block Blister and fucking renting weird ass games.
They
Do you
had 'em and
remember,
it was
remember
fun.
Cool Spot?
Of course, I remember Cool
Everyone
Spot.
remembers Cool
First
Spot.
off, the soundtrack is actually pretty cool. It's pretty good. It's a good soundtrack. It's nice.
I only played it at my orthodontist had like a Genesis in the waiting room, so I would.
Phil Collins was in the waiting room. Genesis.
Oh.
Peter Gabriel.
Yes, that's Peter Gabriel. It's Peter Gabriel.
He's playing on a Sega Genesis and he's like, join us!
Oh dear Lord! I learned about a toy for children.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
They're called Yellies.
Is it just pumpkin?
No.
Aw, your cat.
They are Scream-powered robot spiders.
This is the single greatest invention ever.
It's
Did
like
Frankenstein control?
exactly. I was thinking about it. Like, this is something that we would just pitch. It's like, okay, I got an idea for a toy.
Stealing our thunder now.
It's a mechanical spider. And it runs around the house when you scream at it. So you give it to your kid, like, here's your toy to play with, Johnny. He's like, ah! And it flings itself off the table and breaks into a million pieces. And then he keeps screaming, and he brings the spider back to life through the power of screams.
And the spider's like, why won't you let me die? And the kid's just like... And a sharp zoom in while the screen gets red at this screaming child. His eyes are rolling back in his head.
The only concrete memory of a spider toy that I possess was about I must have been probably 9 or 10, and I think my dad. I had a toy box. I guess it's still at my parents' house. But it was this giant wicker toy box, and it doubled as like a coffee table ottoman type of deal.
I thought you were about to say doubles as a coffin.
No, I mean it might as well.
Bury me with my toys, Daddy.
I just imagine B-Ryan writing that in his will. It's just like, bury me with my toys, Lissy.
Yep.
Mummified pumpkin along with you.
No! That boy is to outlive me and inherit my money.
B-Ryan's gonna be mummy wrapped in fucker pants.
No! I do not want these things done to my body.
Too bad.
I want to be human composted, and they won't let you bring certain
fucker
materials,
pants
fucker pants in there. Yeah.
Nope, we're gonna mummify you and your cat in JNCO jeans, and bury you under a giant stone tomb shaped like Guy Fieri's head. And there's flamethrowers in his eyes that go.
Oh, this is good. This went
I
from
like
lame.
that part.
This went from lame to amazing really fast.
That's way cooler.
It's gonna be in Memphis, Tennessee, right next to the Bass Pro Shops.
Sure. I don't even remember.
Can anyone stop you from like, oh, maybe not the flame part, but can anyone stop you from making your gravestone have like Guy Fieri's sculpted onto it? Can anyone stop you from doing that?
That would probably just fall into copyright law.
But it's a tombstone.
But you're not making money off it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not trying to be combative. I'm like trying to parse this through, trying to think of like, can I get Guy Fieri sculpted on my tombstone? Is what I'm trying to say.
I feel like someone would try to have a problem with that.
Oh, it'd be so good though. Like, and I'm not talking like sculpted onto it, like kind of like etched into it. No. I mean like fucking Michelangelo himself.
Yeah,
is found
it's a stone Guy Fieri head as your grave marker.
He saw the Fieri in the marble and merely broke it free. Oh, I want that now. I want a big marble Guy Fieri on B-Ri's tombstone.
Sure. If I die first,
we'll make that happen.
Yeah.
Mark my words.
Oh man, now it's a competition.
Mark your grave.
Oh god, now we've all got incentive to live as long as possible because the first one to die is getting mummy wrapped in JNCO jeans.
What were we even talking about before this?
Oh my god, what were we talking about?
Spider toys that yelled or something?
They're called Yellies. And you scream at them and they move.
Oh! No, I remembered. I was just going to say the only concrete memory of a spider toy that I possessed from childhood was my dad was moving that giant wicker toy box thing, I guess, because my parents would just periodically rearrange the living room furniture.
Oh my god, did he go... Did that happen?
No.
Oh, was it a Halloween spider?
No, it was like
I thought you were implying that your dad did that.
Yeah, your dad is a Halloween spider.
If you slapped your dad, does he go?
Those 90s Halloween toys. We had one. And we loved it. Dad especially loved it. He would just go down and like flick that thing to make it do that all the time.
I just imagine that wholesome Hank Hill like kind of laugh that he very rarely does.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Father?
I had a rubber stupid toy spider though, I guess, and it had fallen behind my toy box, and so Dad moved the toy box and saw the spider on the ground. And it was pretty realistic looking, and it was big enough to be like a big one. It wasn't like, implausibly huge. It was like,
oh man, so it was just the right size to terrify someone if they stumbled across it by accident.
Yeah, and he just like calmly walked up to me and placed it in my hands and said, "That scared the piss out of me."
Man, your dad has a fortitude of steel. If I had been your father in that situation, I unveiled it, I would have been like, mercy, and like fallen over and fainted from the vapors on my child, crushing their spine, ruining their dreams of being a pro football player.
Now you'll never be a footballman because you scared Daddy with a spider.
What do you usually say?
You live a rich inner fiction.
There we go. When your head is empty, there's plenty of room for stupid things.
Yeah, I can tell.
I got two golf balls with like Baltimore Ravens and Seminoles logos on them, just rolling around in my noggin.
That's it.
Play a hole-in-one sound. Yeah.
Do you want a sound effect? Do you have a request while I'm looking for stuff?
Give me like a bowling pin's crashing noise.
Yay!
FBM and I once saw a bowling alley when we were driving around, and it had been condemned and like abandoned. It had like plywood nailed over the doors, but it still had like the bowling, you could clearly see what it was used for.
Yeah.
And FBM and I established that it would be really funny if that disused abandoned bowling alley collapsed in on itself. Like the structure just gave out because it was old and it just collapsed and fell down, and it didn't make the pins crack.
Yeah.
He's like, it's only funny if it doesn't make that sound. There's no reason it would make that sound. So we'd be fine, but it would only be funny if it didn't make the pins crashing.
Oh, God. Pins. You ever... Ada, you had a pin cushion sitting around here somewhere. Where'd you put it?
My ass.
Oh, my gosh.
I was expecting that.
That's a bad place to put it.
What are you, Albert Fish?
Oh, God, no. Don't ever look that name.
Nobody, let's change the subject.
I don't want to think about that.
Is that like Alfred Alfer?
Sure. Just about.
Serial child rapist and self-mutilator.
I'm sorry I asked.
Yeah.
The only person I can think of, winner of the Worse Than Hitler Awards.
Yeah.
Worse than Hitler on a personal level.
Yeah, on a personal level.
Yeah.
Hitler never stuck pins in his asshole. That we know of. And then just watch. Next week on the fucking History Channel, it's going to be a special. Be like, did Hitler stick pins in his asshole?
They're not going to have a
We've
show like
asked
that.
these 17 historians to look into the matter, and what we found will astound you right after the commercial break. What's going on? This is Guy Feri, and I'm opening up my new shop.
They don't have shows like that on it. There's no Nazis on the History Channel anymore. It is all reality shows about food and Bigfoot and really stupid things.
And I previously talked about what is it? Fuck.
American Pickers.
American Pickers,
which is the singular funniest show I've ever seen in my life.
We already said it, everything.
American Pickers and the Survival Mansplainer.
Oh, and Pawn Stars. Which is interchangeable with the music from fucking Guy Fieri.
It really is.
So it's just like either one is just. Wow. I gotta get it for the right price.
And the master cheated me.
And then the old man's dead in that show.
He died.
Right?
Really?
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I thought as much. So are they still doing Pawn Stars? Do you think they had like an old man?
They had a backup.
They had like a. I was gonna say memorial episode, but I like yours better. They just powder Chumley's hair gray and say he's the old man.
They kidnapped Chumley's grandpa and like brainwashed him, and now he thinks he's the original old man.
I'm pretty sure Chumley's grandpa is just Don Vito from Viva La Bam.
Chumley's grandfather is the clown from We're Back.
He was far too charming to be related to Chumley.
I think he was the only clown ever to like
actually be funny.
Yeah.
I was
Like
gonna
an
say,
actually funny clown.
Pawn Stars just reuses old footage of the old man, and like they just splice it badly right into the episode. So like Rick's like, I gotta go see what the old man will say, and like he's like talking to him, and it's like not really specific what he's asking him, and Rick's wearing a different shirt in the scene because it's old footage.
Just imagine, like, we need to check our sources on this Civil War canon, this alleged Civil War canon that this guy says he's bringing. He says it's official, but I need to get it for the right price. Let's go talk to the old man. Well, hey, old man, what do you think about this cannon? I like thinking cannons are good for you. You should go and find Chumley. You can see the clips changing in your head.
He has a different shirt in every clip.
Those bastards lied to me. He will be immortal from that meme, at least.
Yep.
The meme will outlive the show, most likely.
Yeah.
No, wait, these are memes we're talking about. Oh, it's already dead. The meme's dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
It already happened, just like the old man.
It'll come back in like 10 years. How like Caramel Dancing was trending for a while on TikTok or something, despite that being like from when we were kids.
Caramel Dancing, and that's the one I was like, no,
that's Leak Spin.
He knows.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't actually know the song that goes along. Dance, 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 dance. Heads will roll on the floor. Let's dance here, Dad.
Yeah. Speaking of dead, this episode is dead.
No, This episode isn't dead because it'll mean we'll have to mummify it in JNCO jeans.
No, I'm prepared for that.
Oh, God. Oh, my Jesus. Ada, how did you get this much JNCO? Wow!
Secret ingredient is crime.
Now even you know I am a menace. I hand you the secrets to save the entire human race and the entire universe.